Devotional. Walking with the eyes of faith. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7, For we walk by faith, not by sight. In a world that moves by what is seen, touched, and calculated, God calls us to live counterculturally, walking by faith. This short but powerful verse invites us to trust what we don't see, because the Christian life does not depend on visible circumstances, but on God's faithfulness. Faith is not blind, it is a certainty founded on the character of the Lord. 1. Faith is our map in the midst of uncertainty. Many times we don't understand what God is doing or where He is leading us. However, faith allows us to move forward trusting that He knows the way. Although we do not see the end of the route, we do know the guide, and that is enough. Faith is trusting the process even when the picture seems confusing. 2. Living by faith involves letting go of control. To walk by sight is to depend on our logic, on the tangible and predictable. But living by faith requires letting go of our human securities in order to cling to God. It is a call to depend, to trust without having all the answers, to believe that God takes care of every detail even when we do not understand it. 3. Our hope is in the eternal, not in the temporal. The visible is temporary, but the invisible, the eternal, is what really remains. By living by faith, we learn to look beyond the present and place our hope in what God has promised. This perspective gives us peace in the midst of chaos and allows us to persevere through the trial. Practical applications. 1. When faced with difficult decisions, pray and seek God's guidance, even if you don't see the solution right away. 2. Remember testimonies from the past where God was faithful. That will strengthen your faith in the present. 3. Replace anxiety with confidence. He prayerfully declares, I do not understand, but I trust in you. Conclusion. Walking by faith is not easy, but it is the path that God calls us to walk. It is a life of trust, dependence, and hope in the one who never fails. Even if we don't always see the way clearly, we can be sure that the one who guides us is faithful. Let us live by faith, knowing that God is going before us.